We're late. We're late. I know. It's already 6:32, and I'm just checking in. But we have got a lot. Not a lot, but some really good stuff to go over for this week's live. I'm super excited about this one. Mrs. Whiskey Bottle will be joining me shortly, and I'm going to introduce a new. Check it out. Here we go. Bottle cam. Just a little tease of the bottle cam. So, all right, you guys, as always, as we get checked in, if you guys want to kind of tell me if there's any issues with the sound, we are going to also do a giveaway before the end of the live. We're going to go about an hour tonight. You guys, please give your feedback. If there's anything that you guys want to know, any questions you want to ask, anything you guys want to suggest. Like I see Joyce up here saying, hey, Conrad, is there any way you can put Penelope Black Walnut Old Fashioned in the shop? I'm making a note right now, Joyce. Penelope Black Walnut. I'm curious about that one myself. I did not get the peach Old Fashioned, but I was super curious about it. We got so much going on right now. That's the last thing I need. Don't play with your microphone on camera. It's unseemly. All right, Mike. I do want to say, Mike, real quick. Thank you very much, Mike, for giving me the sample of the Bardstown Discovery 13. Eek. Here you go. Here we go. We're going to do the bottle cam for the Discovery 13. Discovery 13! Bottle cam. That is actually a really fantastic, spoiler alert. That's a really fantastic Discovery series. I'll go ahead right now and say, if you're a fan of the Discovery series at all, just buy that one. It is a little spicier than some of the previous releases, a little more wood influence, but I really, really like that. And as an experienced whiskey drinker, little wood, little spice is not something that I'm afraid of. And it was done wonderfully in that Discovery 13. It's complex as always. Really, really, really well done. Really, really well done. Yeah, IT Boy is not here today. No WBJ today, folks. Mrs. Whiskey Bottle will be joining us on the microphone, but not on the camera. What you got there? Oh. So what are you drinking here? We're doing the bottle. We're doing the bottle cam. So tonight you are drinking. I like the bottle cam. We gotta move it back a little bit. The bottle cam, an old fashioned made with Old Louisville rye.
And
fantastic. Refined. Yes. Refined cocktail, the old fashioned refined cocktail mix. That stuff is still the best old fashioned cocktail mix that we've found.
Am I on?
You're on.
Okay.
Just picked up the Disco 13, but haven't opened it yet. Tom, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. You guys, I'm sure we're still going to get we will be able to get, Joyce, to your request. I'm sure we'll be able to get the Penelope Black Walnut Old Fashioned because we've had the peach. We've restocked it many times. I think 3 times already.
Okay.
It's good.
That's actually great. A cocktail.
HD says, I can't get Stag. You know what, HD? I am hoping that this year will be the year that we will be able to get Stag Junior. I'm going to call it Stag Junior forever, in the shop. We're not there yet, but I'm hoping that that's going to happen. I have had access to it, but it's been too expensive, and I just don't like to do that. Ooh, a little palate warm up. Not bad. Not bad.
Makes it good.
That refined old fashioned mix. Mm-hmm. You can literally put a little bit of that refined old fashioned mix with any kind of whiskey that you want and add nothing else, and it's a great old fashioned. Mrs. adds a little bit of cherry juice.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But I put literally like a cap full of it, and it just gives it all the warm and fuzzies.
Probably a half teaspoon, maybe a quarter teaspoon, a tiny bit. It's incredible stuff. It's refined cocktail mix out of Chicago, I believe. Mrs. Whiskey Bond is gonna Joanna's gonna go grab the bottle real quick. You guys have got it. I'm seriously, if you're gonna order any kind of cocktail, like pre-mixed cocktail mix to add to your drinks, this is the only one that I recommend. It's head and shoulders above anything else that we've tried. For a whiskey drinker, it's absolutely a one and done. Here, we're gonna use a bottle cam. Bottle cam. I like the bottle cam.
Love this stuff.
Ooh. So, refined, handcrafted, classic cocktail mix. It's not super expensive. You guys listen, I don't have a code or anything. I don't know if the link is even in our bio anymore. Just look up refined, handcrafted cocktail. The guy who owns this and makes it, I got to sit next to him at Michter's in Louisville, and I talked to him for a little bit. He sent us some. I tried it out, and it's absolutely fantastic, and we've reordered since. It's just I don't always feel like making an old-fashioned the old-fashioned way. It's just bloop bloop done, and they're actually really really good. In some markets, there will be a Penelope apple cinnamon spice old fashioned. I believe that. Joyce says hello there, Joanna. If you don't see the comments.
Hi, Joyce.
So let's do booze news first.
Hi, everyone. Actually,
You guys continue to put your questions in there. If you have questions, go ahead and ask away. There are a couple of booze news articles that I'd like to came up to me, and I'd like to kind of put up to you guys because I'd like to know what you guys think about it and see if you guys had seen these. One of them I think is a whiskey drinker thing, and I'm super excited about. The other one is one that I'm a little skeptical about. I think it might be mostly horseshit, and I just thought I would like to find out what you guys think about it. So let's do the serious whiskey one first. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Elijah Craig has dropped its first barrel strength rye, and it is supposed to be a regular offering. Now, I think that this is super interesting because the barrel strength bourbons are something that we all talk about all the time. Mine are in the closet. And if you're a whiskey drinker, what's up, Henry? You have at least, if you have a collection of any kind, at least one Elijah Craig barrel proof. I mean, I know I probably have 10, which is I don't even think it's probably that unusual. In fact, you guys put in the comments how many barrel proof Elijah Craig barrel proofs ECBPs you have right now, even a little bit of, because I'd be curious to see, because I bet you this number probably averages 5 or 6. What awards? Listen, we'll come back to the second war 10. You're right, HDI. We'll not miss that question because that's a good question. So the Elijah Craig barrel proof rye obviously is something they're going to drop. It's going to be a lot like the. I'm actually looking at the article right here. 51% rye, 35% corn, 14% malted barley. Elijah Craig is not necessarily known for its rye, but the rye is actually really solid, and the barrel proof rye I think could be really really good. I'm super curious, and the couple of people that I have seen that have managed to get their hands on it and rated it really, really high. So I will definitely be looking out for that, and it looks like it's going to be a regular release. I kind of hope they don't release it 3 times a year like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Oh, here we go. So here's our Elijah Craig Barrel Proof numbers. These numbers are coming in lower than I thought. Caleb's got 2. Jay's got 8. There you go, Jay. Coming in like a professional. Tom's got 6. HD's got 2, 1, 3. Kevin Connor's got 9. Attaboy. Look at Devin. Wow, Devin, I really thought you'd have a higher number there, buddy. I had more, but I gave them away down to 2 or 3. 1, 2. Rick coming in with
has 9.
Rick's coming in with a 9. Attaboy, Rick. I might have you guys all beat. I might have more than 9. Probably because I was trying to buy them. When I first started doing video, I was trying to buy them, all of them, to give everybody an idea what they were like. But there's definitely a pattern of some being better than others. And now what I try to do is just buy the ones that either I'm hearing rumors that they're good to let you guys know, or hearing rumors that they're bad, you shouldn't buy them to let you know not to buy them. Michael's got 6. Attaboy, Michael. I didn't count 6 when we were at your house. That's more than I think I spotted. We were at Michael's recently going through his whiskey collection. Scotch heavy, which I appreciate. We are going to be doing a little more Scotch. Rick, I'm sorry. We are going to be doing a little more Scotch content here lately because I've gotten some bottles of Scotch from some different places, and I'm always a big Scotch nut, and I do love Scotch. So we'll be doing some Scotch. For those of you that are not Scotch drinkers, I'm sorry, just bear with me. Oh, Caleb, great point. He says, nursing my C923 as slowly as possible. That's one of the best, if not the best, of the last couple years. The other story, and I promise I will get this up on a screen at some point. I don't think I have it set up to do the, this is going to be risky if I do this. Nope. So, didn't work. The other one that I saw a story on, I wanted to run by you guys to see what you think, is I saw an article that Jose Cuervo actually said that the additive-free movement for tequila is damaging tequila. What's your gut on that? She's frowning.
So they want to have the additives?
Isn't that interesting? They actually were quoted, and this is actually a story from Forbes, so this is entirely legit, that Jose Cuervo said, the additive-free movement is something that we believe, as it is today, is something that is inaccurate and probably damaging the category more than it is helping. That sounds like gaslighting to me.
Yeah, because they probably do additives in all their shit, so it...
That's kind of what he goes on to say, which I thought this was really kind of surprising, and I think he's reaching. I think he's reaching a little bit.
Well,
but
their sales are probably down, right?
I think everybody's sales are down because of the COVID bubble. As far as what sales are actually doing on tequila, I don't really know what's happening on the sale of tequila, because it was on a very steady upswing for like the last decade. and then it bumped like everything else, and now things are all down, so we don't know where things are going to settle. I think tequila is going to be kind of plateauing, I think, because tequila boomed so quickly because of the ability to make tequila so quickly. It's like if the bourbon booms today, you're at least 4 years before you get any quality bourbon, more like 6. But tequila, you can put out Blanco right away.
Mm-hmm.
You can put out Reposado in less than a year.
Okay, let me ask you this though: what's the point of the additives? Is it just
Great
is
question.
it a quicker?
Great question. It says right here, some additives. This is the continuing quote from the senior VP of marketing for Jose Cuervo.
Mm-hmm.
Some additives, including caramel coloring, glycerin, sugar-based syrups, and oak extract, are permitted as long as they're less than 1% of the weight of the tequila. He's kind of implying that these are all good things. That we need a little bit of glycerin, a little bit of sugar syrup, a little bit of oak extract to add some oak flavor, rather than, I don't know, using oak. Because that takes time.
Well, yes, and plus now I'm questioning: is Reposado actually Reposado, or is it just colored to be
So,
and flavored to be a Reposado?
so there is something called the Tequila Regulatory Council. So there are some standards. The problem, what he's saying is, there's no clearly defined definition of what a additive-free tequila is. And what he's trying to say is that this whole push to have only 3 ingredients, agave, water, and yeast, right, is being overdone, and that it needs to be defined. But I mean, he loses me on it because it's like, if I say it's additive free, there's only 3 ingredients in it. Unless I'm outright lying, that would be cleaner than if you're adding things to it.
100%. Why do you think I bake sourdough bread at home now?
3 ingredients.
Right. Look at the bread on the shelves at at any store. It's like myriad of shit they put in there.
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
want that in my drink too. I mean, you're already drinking. On the other hand, I guess you're already drinking toxic substances. So what is a few
You are
more?
drinking toxic substances, technically. I mean, tequila is supposed to be the alcohol that is least bad for you if it's additive free, which makes sense because water, yeast, and agave, all you're really dealing with is natural alcohol sugars.
Sure, but so is vodka, but it's still not good for you.
Sure, 100%. Colby says, having worked at Total Wine, 90% of people want sweet tequila, aka additives. That's exactly why they do it, because they want flavor profiles to match American palates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even look at your some of your basic whiskey. It's easy, it's light, it's sweet.
Well, look at wine too. Anything from the United States is way sweeter than anything you get outside of. Go to Europe and drink French wine or Italian wine. It's a completely different flavor profile than, stuff out of like Napa. It's all sweetened.
Right. They do sweeten intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's the only thing that gets sweetened. I mean, even Scotch will allow color additives. You can even add a certain amount of color to Scotch. As part of, I think, what Tom just says, vodka sucks. I'd like to recognize that as a valid truth. Just in general.
Yeah, see, Kevin's saying they're adding it to improve the taste of the younger stuff so they can just sell it quicker.
100%. You can make it faster, cheaper.
Right.
Yeah. Sell it. Well, and it's a perception of quality too. Like you said, if it's got a little color to it, we're guilty of that. I know that's why Scotch does it. Scotch adds a little color to it because it's a perception of richness or age that's not there naturally by wood. Because with bourbon, you're not allowed to add anything like that. So the only way you can get color in the bourbon is to let it sit in the barrel, to heavily char the barrel, do those kind of things to pull color out of the wood. Otherwise, bourbon
So
will be
Scotch
white.
doesn't do that?
Well, Scotch, not all Scotch producers add color, but you can add color to Scotch. You're allowed to add color to Scotch. There's some pretty strict rules, but that is one of the things you're allowed to do. Kayla brings up Southern Comfort 100%. But 100%. 100%. I do, Joyce, but cleaner toxic substances are so much better. Fair. That's fair. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Jose Cuervo goes on to say that additives are not harmful. Okay, fine, whatever. Sure, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of color, probably not, like artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. But, he says, using additives in some expressions, including caramel color for especial gold, for a more desirable consistency that will allure shoppers. And that's what it really comes down to. It's funny that he kind of contradicts himself. By saying we actually do put it in there to bring people in, to allure them in. Why don't you just make a really good product?
Yeah.
That's what I'd be down
Just make
for.
stuff that tastes good and people will buy it.
100%. That's my philosophy in whiskey. Just make stuff that tastes good and people will buy it. So, shall we get to
So wait, is Jose Cuervo the true story of tequila?
what? Oh, yeah, it's a little true story dig. You can't see the true story up there. I was wondering what you're looking at. I'm like, what are you looking at up there? Let's see. There's a movement to lab grow alcohol and try to make it taste like it's old. They had color and additives for sure. I don't know about you guys, but I have definitely tried some things that they tried to hurry up the aging, heating and cooling cycles, putting it on a boat in the middle of the ocean, stuff like that. It doesn't really work. It doesn't really work. I mean, there's no shortcut. There's no substitution for time and nature. It just isn't. It just has to happen on its own. I think that's part of the reason why we all love whiskey so much, is because there's a lot of science and art from the people that make it, but it's also just a lot of do a good job and then just leave me alone. It just needs to sit there and nature's going to do its work and we'll hope for the best.
Well, especially when the prices are still like way up there. You know what I mean? Like if you're having to sit and wait for something, I can justify the price being higher, right? Because it took time to make that product because it was all natural and it happened on its own, right?
That's
But if
true.
they're just adding stuff to make it look like it's older or taste better,
Yeah. Yeah, they're
then
trying to.
sell it for cheap.
You're kind of trying to cheat us a little bit, trying to trick us a little bit. It even says in the article that they added in there for a consistency of consumer experience and perception. So they're trying to convince us that it's something that it's not by adding
Mhm.
color. So, I mean, I think it all comes down to transparency. Do whatever you want as long as you're honest about it. They're not honest about it. And I think that's what irks them. And I think that's the best thing about the additive free tequila movement myself is that it is forcing everybody to address those questions. People are going, wait a minute, what additives? Because they never talked about it.
Because I wouldn't have known that
Wasn't a
there
thing.
is stuff put into the tequila. I thought it was made naturally from agave.
Right.
And, you know.
And that, Jose Cuervo, I'm talking to Jose Cuervo, is why it is a good thing because it's about transparency. It's about people asking questions and understanding what it is that they're getting in the product that they're buying. And I think that's always a good thing. McDonald's has proven people are going to make the same bad decisions no matter what you tell them. But at least for some of us that do pay attention, now we know what we're getting. And if people want to buy Don Julio 1942 still, which is delicious, it's sweet and vanilla forward, then they'll still buy it. Now, I don't think Don Julio 1942 sales have been hurting at all since this whole tequila additive free tequila. It's just helped brands like Fortaleza or Lalo or that do the natural thing, and it is something different.
Which
Fortaleza is way
I
different.
personally appreciate, but
Same,
you know,
same.
to each their own, I guess.
What's going on, Garrett? Garrett actually messaged me this week after Jazz won the 13th Colony Cast Strength Rye, fantastic bottle of whiskey. They actually sent me a little video of her popping it open and them trying it, and they said it was fantastic. So I just wanted to give Jazz and Garrett a little shout
Can
out
we
there.
put that on our Instagram or something?
I don't know if Jazz would appreciate that very much. It was very, very like off the cuff, candid, and I know I don't know, Garrett. Maybe Jazz would be okay with that. I know that if I took an off the cuff video of you opening a bottle without proper lighting,
Oh no, I would have to approve.
exactly. So I don't know,
But if she
we'll see.
approves, I mean,
Yeah, if she approves.
I always give first approval to the ladies before I post anything.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just a commonality with the ladies. A Lonely Wolf says, we only drink Fortaleza and mi familia. I said doo-doo. I do say doo-doo a lot. Can't help it. So you guys, here's what I want to do before we break into the Master's Keep. I'm going to open the Master's Keep real quick here. Let's go to the office cam.
Oh, he says she is agreeing at the moment.
Okay, well, you listen, no takebacks. No takebacks. You guys, obviously, this is the Master's Keep Beacon. I got the Master's Keep Beacon yesterday. We have been talking about it for quite a bit. Allegedly, it is the last of the Master's Keep collection. I do have some skepticism about it being the last. I get why they're saying that. It is the 10th year. It is the 10th one. But it's also a cash cow. Campari is not a foolish company. They do know what they're doing. It is possible that they're going to replace the Master's Keep with something else that is just not called Master's Keep. It'll be a similar type priced and exclusivity and all that. I could definitely stand seeing the Wild Turkey specialty bottles come down in price a little bit. They have gotten very expensive. My beacon is like half gone from this past weekend. Lone Wolf getting down. Let's go. Um, I'm super excited to have this. This is the first major bottle that we got from Wild Turkey since we established a new partnership with Wild Turkey, which I was super excited to do. It's the first of the really big distilleries that we were able to establish a relationship with. They're really, really fantastic people over at Allison Worldwide. And I was really, really stoked to need more dramatic lighting on the bottle cam. Maybe a halo effect. All right. I was going to give you a cheesy one with my flashlight, but it's not on the desk. All right. Listen, I'm pretty sure, Mike, I saw you post a picture today that was terribly backlit of the bottles on your windowsill. So don't throw stones, my friend, when you live in a glass house.
Oh, Lone Wolf says it's an absolute banger.
Well, we're going to find out right now. Today, I do have some notes today about exactly what it is, so I can try not to misspeak on what's going on with the Wild Turkey Masters Keep. And we're just going to crack it right now and try it first time. I will do an official video doing an official review on Masters Keep Beacon. Once I get a chance to sit down and go over the tasting notes, I'll take some time with something like this because I really want to do it justice, not only as my way of saying thank you for sending it, but because it is a very special bottle. I'm a big fan of the Russells in general. I'm gonna switch the old cam on this so I can open this up. Dramatic opening music. My Alexa isn't even working in here right now, so no. Dun dun dun. There you go. How's that?
You should do a drum roll.
Yeah, drum roll. That'll sound amazing coming through the microphone on me drumming on the desk. The boxes are no joke. They do hold them in there really, really well.
It is a beautiful presentation.
It is a beautiful presentation. The Masters Keep boxes, obviously. I think you can see on the camera, the box actually looks like charred barrel wood. They did an incredible job making it look that way. Obviously, the gold foil type print, and then on the inside of these things, as always, a little cool placard. Getting a bad reflection there. That tells you kind of the story of what the deal is with this bottle. Let me get the plastic off here and we'll give it a proper respect to the pop. Is Kenny in here? Oh, Kenny's probably at football. Yeah, Tom's doing an emoji drum roll. That's fantastic.
Perfect, Tom.
Obviously, the Masters Keep, like a lot of high-end bottles, have a beautiful presentations on. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the cap instead of me. Beautiful presentations with heavy corks. This one's got copper on the top and a little bit of wood, like a kind of a light, I'm assuming a barrel wood in the center there. It is also interesting to note, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is the highest proof point of any Masters Keep release at 118 proof. Let's give it the old bottle pop here. Let's get a proper respect to pop.
Your lighting is much more washed out today, I feel like.
Well, you know,
warmer before.
I was playing with the lighting for something else I was working on, and I turned it up. I got it turned up. I can turn it down. Want me to turn it down? Let's turn it down.
No, I just feel like it was warmer before, but whatever.
Boop. There you go. Turned it down. A little impromptu lighting. It didn't help much. It was probably a setting on the thing. I'm washed out. Anyway, let's focus on the bottle and not my washed out shiny ass face. Here we go. Respect pop.
Ooh, that was a nice one.
That was solid. The masterful Masters Keep pop. Just working on my tan. Yeah, oh, what's up, Tim? This is actually, I don't know if you're joking or not there, Tim, but it actually is quite heavy. It's got a copper inside of it, and then it's on the top and the bottom. A nice heavy cork in the middle, and some wood in it too. Really, really nice. Obviously, the bottles are always that Masters Keep shape with the embossed turkey on it. Big fan. We're getting samples of the Masters Keep. Well, let's just stay tuned to the end here, and we'll see if there's something to be said about that or not. I don't know. I do have a little giveaway for you guys. I didn't intend to do a giveaway of Masters Keep.
You still have to do a video, don't you?
Yep. I will tell you this. Somebody asked me if we are going to be able to get Masters Keep for the shop. I have already put in an effort to try and get that done, but I cannot make you any promises just yet. We put an order in to try and make that happen. A little bit of extra light for the old Master Keep there. And I will see if we can get some. If I can get some, it's not going to be very many, and we'll do something to try and have some sort of a drawing or something for the Patreon to be able to offer those up so that some of you can actually get your hands on a Masters Keep at a good price. But no promises yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. We'll see. So besides this being already getting great layer of wood notes on the nose and some sweetness underneath there. Besides this being the highest proof ever, this is actually a representation of what Bruce and Eddie are doing individually. This is stuff from 16 years ago that Eddie did, and 10 years ago that Bruce did. It represents some of the first distillate that was laid down by Bruce Russell. That was the point of this, is for the two of them to do this together. It's supposed to have a lot of the. This is what they said: is that Eddie's preference for oak and earthiness, gentle spices, with Bruce's love of a long finish. That's kind of what they're supposed to be. The two of them combining, we'll see, and I'll let you know. It's actually some of the things that they said were oak earthiness, honey and vanilla, caramelized sugar, and gentle spice from Eddie, and just said on the little tag a long finish from Bruce. So we will see if that's true. I do like the one thing I've noticed that Bruce does like to do. He's not afraid to turn the proof up a little bit, and he loves a long finish. And I'm absolutely about those. Finish for me is one of the most important things, to be able to sit and really, especially with an expensive bottle. If a bottle is expensive, I want to be able to take a sip of it and sit with it, linger with it. With a tiny pour like this, I should be able to sit with this for 15 minutes, easy. That's what I think these bottles are for, is really to appreciate. We will see. I was just letting it sit for just a second. Ooh. Definitely got some nice sweet notes, some honey. Oh man, that actually has a really, really nice nose that reminds me a lot of a Russell's 13. Some sweet fruit, maybe a little bit of a chocolatey raisin. Nice spicy notes from oak. Oh, I love the nose on that. Want to take a sniff of that? Let's see what Mrs. Whiskey Bonnet thinks. I'm going to have to slam a few Glens of Pappy Van Stinkle 23. Let's go. I need both my kidneys.
The nose is actually quite gentle on this.
It's very sweet. The oak notes are not punchy or tannic. They're very gentle, very well balanced. I like it a lot. There's some spice to it, but you're right. It's not bitey in any way.
Very pleasant.
Well, especially at 118 proof. And I didn't let it sit in the Glen that long. Money on a bottle, I want a beginning, a middle, and a nice end. Agreed. Listen, Garrett's not a fan of Russell's 13. He's the only person on the planet that isn't a fan of that, and he's completely wrong. I'm not saying it's like Russell's 13. I'm just on the nose. It's reminiscent of the 13 to me because it has that sweetness, that kind of sweet and spice with those nice fruit notes, whereas the Russell's 15 is much, much richer, much darker, more tannic, more powerful oak. This one has definitely got a subtleness to the oak. It's definitely there, but in the best possible way. We're just talking about on the nose. I haven't got a sip of it yet because Miss Whiskey Bonnet is over there bogarting it.
Sorry, I'm
doing
like
a live show. She's just sniffing away.
Because I'm picking up something that's so distinct and I can't put my finger on it, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Radio silence is not a good thing.
Man, sorry. Here.
What's your
I'll
general
give it back
impression,
to
though?
you. No, the nose is really pleasant. And then, like I said, I was surprised by the like elevated just elegance of it, I guess. I don't know how to describe
Elegance
it.
is a good word. It actually has a really wonderful nose. I really like the nose on this.
It's just really like harmonious and nice. I don't know.
There's some like cherry
It's a weird
notes
way
on
to
it.
describe whiskey, but
And a little bit of a richer fruit too. I always want to say fig, but like I'm getting like raisin fig kind of.
yeah, like a rum raisin kind of thing.
The rum raisin, a sweet raisin. Because I was thinking chocolate raisin, but it would definitely not be dark. It's not bitter. Maybe like a sweet milk chocolate. Oh Lord. Sean, we actually got that. We actually got this from Wild Turkey this time. This was the first bottle that I actually got from Wild Turkey. RC121 CRX. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's really nice. To me, it's all about the people you share the whiskey with. HD 100%, which is the reason why we started the Whiskey Bonded Patreon in the first place, why we have the Discord, and why after this I'm going to be jumping in the Discord with the boys. It's been too long. Been too long since I got into the Discord with the boys. Been busy. Huh? Oh, yeah. You guys, while we're tasting here and I'm reveling. Oh, my God. Please hit the thumbs up on the old YouTube thing. Share it with somebody if you can think to do that. I'm going to need a minute.
Are you going to start crying?
Woo! That is... Sorry, I'm sitting with the finish right now because... wow, that is really fantastic. That is a really interesting combination between what I kind of experienced with Russell's 13 and with Russell's 15. It's definitely got that wild turkey spice. And the oak influence is so there. But it's got sweet notes kind of like a Russell's 13. And the oak starts to build like it's going to go towards 15. But it is not that punchy. It's not that tannic. The oak is done extremely well in this. But hold on. Listen, Lone Wolf is saying it's as good as Russell's 15. Just say it. Gotta give me a minute. I don't like to jump to conclusions.
Lone Wolf 97. Is that your birth year? Because I'm feeling really old reading that.
It probably is. That makes him almost 30, right?
I know. I'm like, oh my God.
Tim says he's sober today. 4 days. Okay, BSK. Boy.
Congrats, Tim.
Joyce, we are going to try really hard to get a couple of these, hopefully, in the shop. I really don't know what the odds are. Wild Turkey Master's Keep have been tough for us in the past, but hopefully we've been able to throw our weight around just a little bit with the shop, maybe, but we will see. What's up, Chaz? Yeah, you guys, it's not cheap. Rocksteady brings up a good point. Lone Wolf's got 4 boys, so there you go. He's wise beyond his years, I'm sure.
What it's like to be 27 again. 27 was good. That was a good year. Apparently, you're having a really good year right now.
There's some really nice rye spice notes on this that just start to touch on minty, but they're not super minty. God, I just little bit of dark chocolate right there at the end. The finish is long. It's definitely gentle. It's definitely subtle. The rye spices right at the end of the palate kind of pop and then fade into a finish that is not dry. It's got a great mouthfeel to it.
Wow.
I know, it's really...
Okay.
Oh, what's up? Jazz is watching us on the TV. Total Wine, one of the tasting notes is long. If long was a tasting note, I can still taste it even talking. It really does have a great finish to it. And it's one of those ones that...
What's the proof on this?
118. That as you breathe in and out, you can continue, like even now, even after I handed it to Joanna over there, I've been probably 30, 40 seconds without it.
Okay, that's amazing.
I can still roll it around and chew a little bit and get more of the sweet notes, a little bit more of the spice.
Getting the spice, definitely like a chocolate raisin. Super complex.
There is a lot going on. The fruit notes, definitely getting some raisin fig, but there's also some brighter fruit notes in there. Some cherry, not like cherry cough syrup cherry, but a little brighter than that, and apricot. I'm not gonna say stone fruit. Forget it. I'm not saying it. I was trying to think of what kind of... Get a lot of flack for it. Definitely stone fruits, y'all. Definitely stone fruits. But it's apricot-esque to me. Like not overly ripe apricot. Probably not into peach. Wow. Okay. Yikes.
I love the spice level on it.
I'm not sure where oh, here we go.
It's really well balanced with like the sweetness of it.
It is a fantastic. well balanced. Let's go. Let's see. I think hold on. We're gonna do an impromptu moment here because um, I listen. They keep bringing up Russell's 15. We're gonna break out the whiskey bonded Burns Dram. Burns Dram. Burns Dram. Get your whiskey bonded Burns Dram at either whiskeyBondedShop.com or bondedbottleshop.com. Doesn't matter. Fantastic little tasting glasses. What happened to my? Oh, that's my 13. Duh, good lord, the 13's low.
Oh, I wonder what happened to that.
Nathan happened to that. Nathan happened to that. Nathan happened to my 15 too. This will be the only 15 I probably ever buy because these damn things are just too expensive. In my opinion, this for the Russell's 15 and this Beacon to be the same price roughly is wild to me. Because you don't get
Good night, BSK. Have a good night, and congrats on the sobriety.
BSK, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if that peach emoji is erotic, suggestive, or just for peach, but I appreciate you, man. Seriously, BSK, thank you for coming by, brother. I appreciate you, and good luck if you seriously are trying to stay sober for a little bit. Good luck on that. Everybody got to do what's good for themselves. Avocado is a stone fruit, Mike. I've never gotten an avocado tasting in a whiskey as of yet. I'll look forward to that. So, I love Russell's 15. As a whiskey drinker, I think Russell's 15 is an exceptional bourbon. But if I'm going to criticize something on Russell's 15, which is hard to do, the oak is so powerful that it becomes. In fact, this whiskey bond, I'm probably going to think that's bitter. You do lean into the edges of bitterness.
For sure. I think I enjoy the 13 better.
Yeah, so, yes.
And you don't get that with the Master's Keep.
No, and that's why I am going to say that for me, personally, I do enjoy this Master Keep Beacon more than the 15. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. Now, I can't solo blind the two because I'm going to know the difference. I'd have to throw some other stuff in there.
Also, I'm getting more floral on the 15.
Yeah, that's fair.
On the palate.
More floral. Yeah, because there's some hints of floral, but it's very subtle, and I wouldn't describe Beacons as floral. You'll notice I added Beacons, an S to Beacon. I made that comment about my Meyer store walk video on YouTube. You guys go watch that. It didn't get watched enough. I called it Myers. I put an S on everything. I don't know why. I just called Beacons. Oh, man. What's comparable to Wild Turkey Master's Keep? So, HD, if you've had any of the better Wild Turkey offerings, some of the older Wild Turkey, like 12, any of the Russell's 13, 15, some of the Russell's single barrels, I would even say rare breed to some extent. Wild Turkey product, Russell's Wild Turkey, once you move past the baseline stuff, all has this really wonderful quality and maybe the best whiskey distillery wide of any of the big ones for my palate, just because they all have a lot of complexity. They do a wonderful job of like balancing sweet and spice and oak. I mean, listen, you got the Russells, who's the longest standing master distiller and the only family generationally that's been around that long. And they just do a great job.
Did you see Wombat's comment about the glasses?
How about those little glasses? I did not expect them to be that small. But I love them. Yeah. You guys, the Burns Dram, yes, that was our first impression. The Burns Dram is small. And I'll tell you why I like the Burns Dram, though, because if you are tasting or sipping very nice whiskey, you can get the full experience with a smaller volume of whiskey with the Burns Dram than you can with the Glencairn. Because basically the broadest point of the glass is right near the bottom, so you only need less than half an ounce to get the full exposure and then get that sensory experience of the nose up into the small tapered top. Whereas with a Glen, to get the most amount of surface area exposure to the whiskey, to get to the wide spot, you need more like an ounce. You can pour a smaller amount of whiskey with this and get a full tasting than you can with a Glen. That's why we sell these in 2s and 4s. They are great for tasting. Like right now, I poured a tiny bit of 15.
And we did try to give you like a description on there to make sure that we're like clear. These aren't the size of Glencairns.
Yeah, they're smaller. They're smaller in capacity by about 30%, 20% probably. You can just see here. I mean, just for size comparison, it's a lot smaller than a Glen because it's kind of like it's the top half of the Glen almost. Glens are great, but for me personally, if I'm tasting something that's really unique, very expensive, or if I'm doing a lot of tasting, it is much easier to do in these burns or strams. You can do good tasting without pouring so much. I don't end up dumping as much out when I'm doing a lot of tasting. So I really, really have appreciated these as tasting glasses. How's the color comparison on the two? Um, they're pretty similar in color. I'd have to pour a little bit more, which I'm probably not gonna do. I'd say the Russell's 15 is slightly darker. Yeah, the Russell's
Yeah.
15 is slightly darker than the Beacon, which I'm not surprised by that. 15 is obviously 15, but it's gonna have some older stuff in there. The Beacons is 10 and 16-year-old is specifically what they said. Let me send the comments. If you can't get a Wild Turkey 12 or 70, if the rare breed is good, and so is the 8-year, nothing compares to the Master's Keep. I want to get your new glasses, but my wife said no more whiskey and no more glassware. Devin, listen. When you get to your new spot, maybe get a set of them as a house, a new house thing. Tell her, listen, that you'll drink less whiskey if you get smaller glasses. Yeah, Rocksteady brought up the small Glens at Redwood Empire. I will tell you why we didn't do mini Glens. I have a mini Glen here somewhere. Okay. The reason we didn't do mini Glens and we did Burns Drams instead is similar like height wise, but the Burns Dram is quite a bit broader at its broadest point. And when you are nosing, being able to have the maximum amount of surface area of the whiskey coming up through that taper is going to give you a better nosing experience. I struggle sometimes with picking up nosing notes, so it really helps. You also, because of the taper, it's a similar sized opening on the Burns Dram than it is on a small mini Glen, but it tapers back out, so I get my big ass lip in there as a grown man. So it's like it's just a better ratio of surface area of whiskey for the amount that you pour. Same taper, a little larger at the top. It's just it for me. The reason we did this, and I was hoping that it wouldn't be just me, that you guys would discover the same thing. It's just really, really great. Someone said go to one camera shot. I'm sorry if it's bugging you. There you go.
Well, because the bottle is larger on screen than you
Yeah.
are.
So mini Glen, I don't know if you can tell because my camera doesn't want to focus on the glass, but you can see the width difference. Get in there is quite a bit different. But then I mean, it's just the mini Glens are really, really cool, and we've been talking to Bottle to Bond about doing some mini Glens with whiskey bonded logos just for fun, but I do like these for tasting. Now, for everyday drinking, you guys, if I'm just sitting on the couch drinking, I always use rocks glass. It's better for my big hands. I like it. But for tasting, you cannot beat these if you really want to be serious about tasting and being able to do it with small amounts. So that's a thick one. That's what she said. So, yeah, see, the Russell's 15 is fantastic, but there's a lot of wood tannin in that. It's got some tannic wood bite to it that borderlines on bitter. I don't mind the bitter notes. I appreciate them as a product of age. And Russell's 15 is fantastic. It's extremely well done. And I've said in the past that I reach for the 13 more often because when I'm drinking and appreciating something, I appreciate subtle sweetness and complexity together with spice and wood notes being balanced in rather than being forward and featured, which I believe that I feel like the Russell's 15 features those wood, tannic, aged notes, which is great, but I don't always feel like drinking that. Yeah, see, Russell's 15 is definitely Russell's 13 has got a more drying characteristic. It doesn't have as good a mouthfeel. There are some similar sweet notes to it, but right now, neither the 13 or the 15 is drinking on par with this Beacon. Oh, Jeff said, so you're telling me my German nose will fit better in the Dram versus the Mini Glen? Yes, Jeff, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Yeah, it is a short and thick for you tuna can boys out there. Appreciate that. You guys, I want to put up a quick poll on the page while I'm reveling in this real quick. If you guys have had this beacon yet, I know it's just landed, but I know I've seen some of it out there. Please put in the comments what you think. I saw that at who was that? Where'd he go? Where'd he go in the comments? Did he bounce out? Lone Wolf said he had it still, or he had it already. Lone Wolf, is that right? That you had it. I assume you liked it because you said you drank half of it. So I'm gonna put in the poll. I wanted to find out from you guys really quick. Please just answer the poll real quick. I wanted to find out from you. I like to do these polls and kind of kind of figure out what you guys want so we can move forward on some things. We're working on how to grow and change and evolve and make the Patreon more attractive. I know I've asked this question before, but humor me again. I want to know what Patreon perk is most attractive to you. I'm gonna put the poll up there. I'm just gonna leave it up for a few minutes. You guys just click on the poll there to kind of see. Just let me know really quick. Exclusive content, swags and discounts. Where did it go? Yeah, okay. Well, swag and discounts, single barrel drops, inclusion in activities and events. So like the barrel picks, we've had you guys on barrel picks, but also like we went out and did the Redwood Empire thing as a group. That was actually a lot of fun. You could also technically count inclusion in activities and events as the Discord after parties if you want, where we actually get together after the live and chat about whiskey and everybody just kind of bullshits a little bit. Looking like you guys. Thank you for voting in there. Get on it. Get on it. Wow. Leaning single barrel drops. Followed by inclusion activities events. You guys, I do want to make a point while you guys are doing the poll there. Today I dropped in the Patreon just a quick discount that we got on a pinhook bottle. When I do that, you guys please understand that is not a commentary on whether I feel like that pinhook collaboration bottle is something you guys are all clamoring for or not. What I try to look for and I try to talk to our retail partners about is opportunities to be able to get us bulk discounts on things where I say, listen, I got a bunch of people that'll probably buy these. Hook me up. Let's get something good. And if I can get something I feel like is a good deal, like this bottle was roughly half off what the damn market, the open market is going for, then I just put it out there. Buy it, don't buy it. I just want to offer these things so that if it's something that you guys are interested in, at least there's some value there. So if you were considering a pinhook collaboration bottle, and you're paying $10 a month, you were thinking about paying $80 for that bottle. Now you can get it for $50. I just saved you $30. You justified your Patreon cost, and that's important to me. That you guys are getting value out of the Patreon. Cool. So looks like we got some pretty good votes in here. It looks like single barrel drops is still the leading thing, followed by inclusion in activity events, swags and discounts, exclusive contents. Wow, exclusive content's only 8%. Jeez, I guess I shouldn't feel so much pressure to try and record Patreon content. I'm always beating myself up because I trying to find time to do Patreon content for you guys.
Just content in general.
Yeah, content in general is so tough. It's so tough, you guys. I get so backed up, and I'll sit in an afternoon and spend hours and hours trying to shoot content, and then we have
on his day off.
There's no days off. There's no days off.
Well, I mean, from your actual job.
So it looks like it's leaning heavily towards single barrel drops. So I got good news for you, single barrel drop voters. There is a lot of stuff coming up in the fourth quarter. We did get news finally from the chicken cock.
When?
So the chicken cock will be dropping in the last week of October.
Oh,
Let's say last half of October. So we are set for bottling the first week of October. Labeling is done.
I mean, color-wise, it kind of goes with the Halloween theme.
The label is dope. If you didn't see it, if you're not a patron, just join the free Patreon so you can see the label. It's freaking worth it. To be honest, all of it. Joey, you're the best. Is any pinhook worth buying? Isn't it a Total Wine brand? No, pinhook is not a Total Wine brand. Unless they've been bought out recently. The pinhook is getting interesting. We actually have a 10-year pinhook vertical series bourbon that's going to be a bonded bottle shop pick, not a whiskey bonded pick. Pinhook is starting to get interesting to me because it's finally starting to get some serious age on it. You're reaching that 10-year mark. The way Pinhook was meant to do with the vertical series was they would take the same whiskey and bottle it each year at a year older than it was previous. So they lay down all these barrels. They released at 5 year, and then they released the same one at 6 year and the same one at 7 years. So you can actually get a vertical of the bourbon or the rye and taste it at 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. I think that's really, really cool and really compelling. I don't think they did a very good job of messaging that, because I didn't even really realize that's what it was supposed to be until having a conversation with Pinhook about that 10-year vertical series. And I think, like Tom just said right here, the 9-year vertical was a great bottle. I think that's the key, and that's why we're going into to do a Pinhook. I never would have considered it before. For Bonded Bottle Shop, we're going to do a Pinhook pick because it's reached 10 years. And I'm like, okay, now it's going to get interesting to see what these things are like as they get a little bit older. And the feedback we're getting, starting with the 9-year, 8-year really, but with the 9-year, like Tom's saying, is that it's a really good bottle. And they're reasonably priced. They're not super expensive. So we actually stuck our neck out and made a commitment to Pinhook. If they would give us the 10, that we would stay with them. So we're going to do a 10, an 11, a 12, a 13, a 14, a 15, and a 16. Assuming that I don't die of overload and overworking myself. So we've locked in. We will be able to. And I think what's going to happen, what's going to happen is people are going to start to notice the Pinhook and start clamoring about this Pinhook when it starts to get to 14 and 15. And we're going to have those, we're going to have them locked in, and we're going to have them available. And I'm not going to mark them up at stupid prices if that happens. And there'll be plenty available. So I think it's going to be really fun and interesting to do.
I'll look at Kevin's comment.
Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. All the perks factor in for sure. But for me, it's the access to great bottles. Both single barrels and hard to get bottles at reasonable prices. I appreciate that, Kevin. That is a battle I will never stop fighting to try and get these bottles. If you guys notice, I will drop prices on bottles when I can. I try to negotiate because I have a sales background to try to negotiate not only to get bottles, but to get better prices on bottles. To be the first to have some stuff, like when we dropped the 13th Colony, those just weren't available. The Maliks, we got Maliks for California before anybody else did. So it's been fun. I love stuff like that. I love to be able to be the first.
Joyce.
What's going on, Joyce? Oh, Joyce.
Joyce is the best.
Joanna will get those glasses out to you right away. Joyce.
I will get them out to you tomorrow.
Mike. The hunting videos, I do have a couple other hunting videos that I have 3 other hunting videos I got to get edited, and we'll get those online. You guys, please watch those when they drop. I want to make sure we get plenty of views on those. I do have one more hunting video where the back of Devin's head might pop up in.
Well, and you kept mispronouncing Meyer, so
Meyer.
Right.
No S.
No S.
I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna stop doing that.
You said it 300 times in that video.
Adding the S is just my thing. I'm full of shits. Okay. So we're right about an hour. I'm gonna try and start keeping these things right about an hour because I do want to be able to jump over into the Discord chat with you guys without wearing myself completely out and blowing my voice out. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already.
What's the Oakland Whiskey Library?
Rocksteady Yeti, you need to email me, brother. I have not, and I'm very interested in that. We need to do that. That's a great idea. What's up, Mr. Mom from Northeast Oklahoma? Have you considered some people just want to contribute to a cause, a movement, or person like you?
Aw, Garrett.
Person they like and do not have to give you much. You know what, Garrett? I appreciate that, man, a ton. And I do know that some of you guys contribute and are Patreon members just to help out and support. And I appreciate that a lot. And you guys that do that are the reason why we are able to have conversations about maybe going to do this full time. At some point, that will happen. That's just a very complex thing to try and work out. But I appreciate you guys all a ton. And I know that there are a lot of you guys that have been with us for a while and support just to support. Some of you, like Spooby, doesn't even show up anymore, but he's still out there supporting. And I do recognize that, and I appreciate that a ton, you guys. And that's why I work so hard to try and find ways to give back to you guys on the Patreon. Even though I know that some of you would be here even if I didn't do that. We want to do that. We want to build value because when we do decide to take this thing to the next level, the Patreon is going to be a very pivotal part of that, and we are going to work a lot harder to focus on the Patreon when that happens, which is why I put the perk poll out there to try and continue to stay in touch with you guys as to what it is that you guys want. So here's what we're going to do. In honor of the Wild Turkey Master's Keep Beacon, I do not have a bottle of Master's Keep Beacon, but what I can do is I am going to give away a bottle, well, for $1. Because we've got to stay legal in the old California. I'm going to give away a bottle of the Wild Turkey 101 8-year to one of you that is watching right now. Nothing else for you to do other than to pay the dollar. I wonder if we legally can take the dollar out of Patreon dues for patrons. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'll have to call our accountant or our lawyers.
Okay, we have 31 people watching and 27 thumbs up. So we need a couple more
Who
people
is
to
watching
hit
and
the
didn't
thumbs up.
Maybe they quit. Maybe they came and went and didn't.
Maybe they don't find this appealing.
Sons of bitches. Thank God there's not a thumbs down on YouTube Lives. That would be embarrassing. If you didn't hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up.
Wait, what are we giving it away?
We're gonna give away a Wild Turkey 101 8-year.
Woo!
So a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 8-year, which is actually a really good
I like the
shelf
Wild
for-
Turkey.
I love the Wild Turkey, and the 8-year is very good.
Mm-hmm.
They're very good. Dollar for dollar, that is a really good bottle of whiskey.
Especially for $1.
Yeah, you guys listen. I have to. That's fine, Mike. I'll take 99 cents. Jess is walking to bed. I need to pay the dollar right now. Okay, so you guys listen. Here's what we're gonna do. Everybody that's in here right now is going to be in for a chance to win. How do you want to do this, bub? Do we want to ask a question? Do we want to just draw a random name?
I thought you had this figured out before we came
no,
on.
Hell no.
Great.
As I said at the beginning of my Myers video, I'm going to pretty much wing it like I do everything else. It's amazing that I had a plan to give away a bottle. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. I appreciate it. That's amazing. Maybe you want people to watch this thing. I feel like we got a good show here. The YouTube. What's up, Henry?
It's a small crowd,
Henry,
but
just
it's
in
a
time.
mighty crowd.
It is a mighty crowd. You guys are freaking awesome. There cannot be a better live audience than the one that we have.
Oh, Michael, you're getting rain? I've been waiting for rain all day. Nothing's happening over here.
Spin the wheel. Listen, Rick, I would like to spin the wheel, but I have to put everybody's name in the wheel, build the wheel. It's a bit of a pain in the
It might
ass.
take a bit.
Yeah, it takes a minute. So here's what we'll do. You've got the comments there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you want to be in to win the Wild Turkey 101 8-year, and you don't have to. If you don't want a Wild Turkey 101 8-year for $1, or you don't care, or you have a ton of bottles, Rick, probably got 9 of them already. If you want to be included,
Put the turkey emoji,
there you go.
and I will draw a
Put
random
a turkey
name.
emoji in the comments of the chat, and Mrs. Whiskey Bonda will close her eyes and touch one and pick it. Somebody will get a picture. So if you want a Wild Turkey 101 8-year, comment
$1.
a turkey emoji for $1. Beefy, we're not going back on TikTok, brother. I got banned for life. Unless they buy it out and unban me, I'm not gonna make it back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Beefy.
Tom first up with the turkey.
Tom got the turkey. You guys comment the turkey emoji if you want to win a bottle.
Tom,
of
you're
Wild
in it
Turkey
to win it
101
right now.
8-year.
Oh, Michael's
There we
got
go.
you now.
Okay, let's go. We can figure it out, boys. Your odds are going to be good. The maximum number of people that can be in to win this thing is about 25.
Yeah, pretty
Joy's
good
lots of
odds.
turkeys. I don't own turkey. There we go. I like it. The turkey is a great idea, though.
Yeah.
That was a great idea. I wish I had a turkey sound effect. I don't. I wish I did. If we were on Discord, we could probably come up with one. I just got home from a week on the road to and from Iowa. Picked up 9 bottles on the trip. Damn, Mr. Mom. Does that mean you don't want a Wild Turkey 101 8-year? Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, still put that in there. How the hell do I do that?
Somebody put eagles. Oh,
Uh-oh.
that was Caleb.
Caleb got to be. Caleb's gonna get an eagle rare instead.
A turkey leg.
Henry, it's in your keyboard. I forgot we get our turkey emoji. Look, Henry, I'll allow it. Henry wrote turkey emoji. I love that. That's amazing. Okay, I think we got everybody. Okay, so Mrs.
Okay, Beefy, no double entries.
Okay, stop it.
Triple.
Okay,
Quadruple.
So, Ben, down to my last 6 bottles of Eagle Rare. I feel you, brother.
Okay, is everybody entered?
Okay,
Are we
I think
good?
we got everybody entered. So wiggle the screen around a little bit.
I'm
and
going
touch
to.
it.
I'm going to
Okay,
do my
tell me
thing.
who the
Okay, I'm
winner is.
closing my eyes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Who's it?
Henry Hickey
Oh my.
with the turkey emoji.
You know what? I love it. Henry, congratulations, buddy. I'm gonna allow it. It's not his fault he can't find the turkey on the keyboard. It was the spirit of the thing, not necessarily the turkey emoji. So, I'm going to put in the chat here. You guys probably already have this, but this is my direction.
He said, I'm not computer savvy.
That's okay. Henry, don't worry about it. So, Henry, there's the email address right there. It's Conrad at whiskeybonda.com. Henry, send me an email. Just say, hey, it's me. It's me, Henry Hickey. And you better have an email that reads like Henry Hickey and doesn't say something like Rick's House of Bourbon or
Tom's Palace.
yeah, Furflife. If it's Tom at furflife.com, I'm gonna know it's not you. So Henry, send me the email, and I will send you back a link, brother, so you can get yourself the Wild Turkey 101 8-year for $1. $1. Yes, everybody. I love how everybody says Henry was winging it. I love how everyone says congratulations and stuff when somebody else wins. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, the support is awesome.
Beefy says he's on T9. That's an old person reference there. I get the T9. There's probably someone in here that's like, what the hell's a T9? So you guys, thank you guys so much for joining us on this week's live.
Well, real quick, let's ask Henry what his favorite pour of whatever is. We don't know much about Henry, so let's get to know her.
Oh man, Henry, two questions. What are you drinking right now, and what's your favorite bottle of whiskey? Wow, that's damn good. I'm not surprised though. Master's Keeps are always delicious.
Rocksteady says title should be turkey emoji.
We should do the turkey emoji live next week. We'll wait for Henry to tell us what his favorite bottle of whiskey is, and then we're gonna wrap this bad boy up and head over to the. And
display. Henry, I hope you're 21 and over because you must be to be able to do this. So.
Well, we've got an age verification system, so.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. Yeah. When you go to pay the dollar, you got to say, yeah. When they deliver it, you're gonna have to be of age, or have somebody that is of age. Or can I say that? Probably not. A new segment in the show. Getting to know Henry.
New segment.
Fave Eagle Rare 10. Okay, I like Henry.
One of your faves.
That's one of my faves too. I actually went back to it when I got the Eagle Rare 12 recently, and I do like the Eagle Rare 10 a lot.
Oh, better than 12?
No, the 12 is better.
Oh, okay.
But
money wise, or like dollar for dollar.
Do you know what I really like? I realize I like about the Eagle Rare. The Eagle Rare has a grape note to it that I
like
dig it.
Grapes?
Like grapes.
Yeah, like grape jelly or like
no,
a grape?
Like grape leaves, grape jelly, grapes.
Okay.
How many times can I say grapes? Henry Hickey is an old guy. I was going to say, I think it's pretty safe that Henry's probably of age since he couldn't find the turkey emoji.
If his name is Henry, he's over 21.
It's a fair. Look, Mr. Bob bragging a little bit. I got 2 Cedar Ridge, 1 J. Rieger's, 1 tequila, 1 vodka, 1 Russell's Reserve, 1 Elijah Craig Toasted, and 1 10 High. Not bad. Not bad. And I read that off without stuttering.
Caleb, you're not old. You're high proof.
Amen. Amen to that. You're well aged, sir. You're a master's keep. Last pour is pure Kentucky. Green or purple grapes? Definitely not green. Purple. Like Welch's. I don't know why. Okay, guys. Listen, I appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you guys very much. Please, if you haven't hit the like or the share, all that other stuff, please do that. And you guys tune in Wednesday nights, 6:30. We're going to try, if you haven't noticed, we're going to try and have a little more format. I am starting to have conversations with people about coming on to the live. So we've been teasing that for a long time, but I've had a couple of conversations with master distillers, someone that was known by Dr. Pat. I'm nervous about that one because that sounds kind of official. But we're going to have a little more format. Be trying some live tastings. I do like doing the first impressions on these and a little bit of what's going on. We're not always going to talk about the single barrels and things that we got coming, even though I get super excited about those.
Henry found the emoji.
Hey! I like Henry. Henry, if you're not a patron, this is going to be a tough one to ask. If you can find the Patreon, you can join for free and come over to the Discord. You might
check it out.
You might be a good, you might be a great new addition. I appreciate Henry. Henry, if you can't figure out where the Patreon is, come back next week.
Congratulations, Henry.
Jazz from we will have Jazz from Bardstown on a live. She's definitely one that's on the list.
For sure.
Yes, for sure.
She's good people.
She's great people. I love Jazz. Well, and we'll line up some other people.
I mean,
oh yeah, we got a lot of really great people that will come on this thing. Already got one dude, Ryan, lined up. Just kidding. I bet he would. He's a good sport. I bet he would.
I don't think he would.
Henry is a patron. then Henry, go find the link. It's at the top of the Patreon. It's pinned there so that you can click on the Discord and get into the Discord and come and talk with us all week. And anyway,
Well, especially tonight since you're a big wiener.
Wiener, chicken diener. Okay, guys. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you in the Discord. Come back next week at 6:30 on Wednesday as normal because we haven't decided to change the day. I don't know what we're going to do next week because it wouldn't be like me not to wing it. So,
Greg says life tastings sound cool, especially if you have the same bottle.
yes, and we do some of that in the Discord after parties as much as we can. Everybody goes, "What are you drinking?" Everybody tries to find the bottle. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt.
Where's Waldo?
Group tasting. Yeah, especially around here where the bottles are every freaking where. You see everybody disappear off the screen and then come back with the bottle or a disappointed look on their face. All right, Rick, take your ass over to the Discord. I'll see you guys there in a